Hello friends, welcome back to Wisdom Blog. In this series of DevOps, this is also a theory video. Will be so you have a questions, lot of questions on your mind. So where we are deploying this, like where we deploy this package, where we deploy this code, like how code is getting delivered to the, how code is like delivered to the end user, what all the tools will be used, what exactly CDCA pipeline and all stuff will give an overview. What is server? What is virtual machine? What is cloud? We'll discuss all stuff in this and why we are using cloud instead of servers. Everything will be discussed. So going to next slide. Here we have some questions like where we deploy package. What is package actually? So this all we discuss. What are the different types of applications? What is the desktop application? What is a server? Types of servers? What is a server application? All stuff we'll be discussing. So we till from last couple of videos we are saying what is CD, CI pipeline, all stuff. So this is somewhat a diagram which I try to explain, but will give in better scenarios, better descriptions. So I don't want to waste drawing all stuff. So I done it before only. So keeping this in mind, look, so if you see developer means it could be a single developer or multiple developers. So when a developer writes a code, what happens is he will put it in a storage area where we call it as we are calling it as a storage area, but it like when he multiple users put this in the storage area. So the DevOps engineer will like take that using some tools and build that, and he will convert it to a package. Okay, so for example, if you see if you have MS Office or VLC Player or Putty, any software, when you see it, it will be an installer, or it will be an rar file, or it will be an executable MSI, something like that, but it won't be actually code. So developer, any company never share their code. Okay, they will make it a package. That code will be converted to a package. Then that package will be given to the end user. Like MS Office, when you get the MS Office installer, it will have only some files and compatible files, and you will be getting an installer or MSI. When you double click it, it will take care of installing everything, and it will install it, right? So same thing with the VLC player developer won't give the VLC code. He will give an installer. You will click it, next, finish. It will have some questions, and you will, so that part will be done here. So developer will give that code, will keep the code here. Code will be converted to package, whether it is an MSI or exe or rar file, and that rar file will be deployed to the to the relevant environment. So you may, so here most of the people who working in production, they know what is QA, what is UTA stage, development and production. So you should know what all these like QA and test. Before going to production, it will be going to the QA test. Developer will say he will say the code has to go to the test environment. Then our DevOps engineer will send that to the test servers. Okay, here is a test environment is nothing but servers, whether it is a cloud or on-prem. So all, like even for staging servers, development servers and production servers, all these are servers only. Okay, so here will be like DevOps engineer will deploy that package to that particular server, and testers will test that code. Everything is fine, everything is okay, then that will be pushed to the production. So this all will be done automatically using some tools, automated process. So each stage, like here, each stage will have multiple tools or multiple softwares will be using. So everything will be integrated, and like when you like Jenkins entire CDCA pipeline, Jenkins will take care of pushing everything to wherever, like test or stage or development, like that it will push it. So some companies will use Jenkins, and some companies will use Azure components to do that. So complete CDCA pipeline, Jenkins will take care of it, but packaging, Marvin will be used. It's like that. So here microservices like Docker containers, Kubernetes will be used. It depends on what environment. It depends on the client. So we'll using the applications for this complete CDCA pipeline. Maybe somebody use Jenkins, somebody use some other tool, somebody use Maven for packaging, but somebody will use some other tool. So this is make you understand. So going forward, we'll more like we'll look into it more clearly, or try to make your doubts more clear, to clear them all. So here for each stage, testers will be there. They will be testing the tool, and even there is some tools, so they will automatically they test without any manual intervention. So as we're discussing desktop applications like VLC PuTTY. So what is this? Like a developer writes a code, and that will be packaged, and when you go to the VLC website and you download, you will be getting an installer. But you will be downloading it, and you will be installing on your laptop, and you'll be like user will be using that. Maybe it's PuTTY or VLC. So here this application will be used by only one user. It's not like if you install it on a desktop and multiple users cannot use it, only one user can use it. This is called desktop application. Even PuTTY also it's like that. So some applications, if you install it on server, multiple users can connect and use it. For example, what do you call Exchange server or web server. These are all server applications. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. So web server applications example. Like I took VMware or Microsoft because they are our bread and butter. So generally you can say Amazon or some other Flipkart or Walmart or some other sites also you can mention. So developer writes the code that will package, and that will be pushed to the servers, web servers. Some different types of web servers we'll be discussing in upcoming videos. So there will be an URL where you go to your laptop browser, and you will put that www.vmware.com or www.microsoft.com. So that will be accessible by like n number of people. So they will access and they will use it. So this is web server. And even mobile applications also, like a developer will write a code that will be sent to the mobile store, like Google what is that, App Store or Google Play Store, and users will download that mobile app from this stores, and user updates the application. So even YouTube, Uber, WhatsApp, whatever it is. Okay, so these are mobile applications. So we are discussing about type of applications, how they will be deployed. Okay, so we are discussing about servers, right? So what is a server, what it will do? So server is like it's a high powered computers built to store, process and manage network data, device and systems. Servers are the engines powering organized by providing network device and systems with adequate resources. For businesses, servers offers critical scalability, efficiency and business continuity capabilities. So these are all technical terms, but talking about the server, for example, laptop. If you take a laptop will have a battery, and it's like it don't have any redundant battery. One battery dies, it will go down. Or for example, desktop. If you take a desktop will have an 1 SMPS, and if that goes, that SMPS down, that laptop will go down. and laptop will have some low resources like 8 core 16 GB memory, 1 TB SSD or hard disk, whereas server will have is an high-end server which will have TBs of storage, and and it will have tons of memory, and it will have redundancy power supply. One SMPS goes down, the other SMP is still active, and that will take care of the server. So by that way, the application does not go down and it won't impact your business. So like server, whether it is hosting a data heavy website, setting up a shared drive for a department, or managing thousands of queries every minute, servers are the vehicles for hosting and processing intensive loads that go beyond the capacities of a traditional computer or desktop or laptop. Okay, so the question, what does a server do? Servers can do everything a standard desktop or computer can do and more. Vice versa, computers can run server process, but also do so far less productively. Generally, some servers offer the features to networks like scalability, high processing power, reliability, so and collaboration, cost savings, ton more. Okay, so client server model, if you talk, servers that power other devices on the network are referred to as host servers. The in-network devices receiving resources from the host server are known as clients. So if you see here, these are called clients. Client may be a laptop, desktop, mobile, printer, tab. Okay, and client server model, like these are the servers. Okay, these are general servers for any application like website. For example, if you say a bank is there, a bank website is there, you go and you log in from your mobile or desktop, you will do some transaction, you will be able to see the transaction happened, some dollars you transfer to your friend. So that all in the front end and the application or in that website, you will be able to see that I'm sorry. So everything will be happening before your eyes, but thing is, the transactions all it will be saved in the backend database servers. Okay, for any application server there will be an application servers or front end servers, whereas backend servers are database servers. Database could be SQL, Oracle, tons of database are there that we'll discuss. Okay, so servers come in all shape, size. So servers, like even database servers are all hosted on physical servers only. So servers are like if you see here, data center will be like this. Okay, a data center will have racks, and each rack will have blade servers, uh, rack servers. So we'll discuss what is blade server, rack server. uh, so what are the sizes of racks all. Okay, data center is nothing but like a place where all servers will be, so all servers, storage devices, and network devices will be there. Well, they are well connected, and they will be running with a backup of power supply, everything. Okay, and they will be having an huge air conditioners running to make them cool. So actually some data centers only authorized persons will be allowed. So they won't allow anybody like I can go and see the servers, they won't allow like that. Even though you have a data center may be a dedicated data center, or data center with multiple companies, they will have their own case, and in that case they will have their own servers. Okay, so the particular case owner will be allowed to go to that case, and he can manage his servers or upgrade or whatever they want, or they want to fix anything, they can go and do that. So even you cannot go and open somebody's case, it's not like that. So data center is like that. And talking about the types of servers, like server form factor, uh, like we have a rack server, So rack server is this one, and blade server is this one. It will be like this, and tower server is like a standalone server which will be huge. It looks like a desktop. Okay, so racks and blades, they will be like they will be in a rack mounted. So let me describe these rack servers. So rack servers, like these are also servers designed according to their unified standards, usually installed in racks, and can be placed in metal enclosures with stacking for easy management. The racks connected to each server's monitor, keyboard, and mouse, allowing IT staff to access and configure resources. So in general, the rack dimensions are from 1.75 inches high and 19-inch width. The size of the rack servers is adequate to the vertical multiple of the rack units, and is height may be 1 u. 1 u is 1 unit to 4 u, 10 u, or higher. So if you want to know a little bit more about rack servers, and you will get an if you Google it, you will get some models. You will have rack servers of HP, IBM, Cisco, like a lot of like vendors are there. So comparing the blade servers and towers, the space occupied rack servers is in middle of the balance. The expansion of the internal space is still relatively limited, and only one or two PCI expansion slots are allowed. Large data centers may use rack mounted servers to save space and facilitate the management, but must pay attention to heat uh, dissipation. Okay, so blade servers, like these are blade servers we already discussed. Blades are similar to the rack servers but small in size. So contains only modular circuit boards such as server CPU, internal memory, and network control. However, some blades have storage drives installed and can be used for network storage such as NAS or SAN. So like going like I don't want to go more in depth. If you have HCU, like hyperconverged infrastructure, that is completely different thing, but in that also blade servers will be used, like Nutanix, HP, and even IBM. They have some their own infrastructure converged uh, models. So tower server is also like as a disk, it's like a desktop, but it will be heavy in size. So yeah, just you want to learn or want to get more information, just Google with these names and you will get pictures, and even you have a 3D animated stuff where you can rotate and see them. So going to the next, like in that servers are like physical boxes, but types of application servers. Okay, so if you see, they are commonly used in web-based applications and that have three-tier architecture. The position at which the applications are fits is described as tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So just we can see here, and an application server is a program that resides on the server side, and it is a server programmer providing business logic behind any application. This server can be part of network or a distributed switch. Now if you want like to know the purpose of server, it goes with a way. Okay, ideally server programs are used to provide their service to the client program that either resides on same machine or lies on a network. Okay, so if you see here tier 1, this is a GUI interface that resides at the client and is a thin client. Okay, so web server, application server, database server. So tier 1 is web server, tier 2 is application server, and tier 3 is so these are the layers. Okay, so database server. So like browser, a user opens a browser through internet, he will be connected to HTTP, and he will be connected to web server, and it will goes to application server, and that data will be backend database server will be there where it will be stored. So this is application server. Examples of application servers are, these are all like WebLogic, JBoss, WebSphere, Glassfish, Tomcat. These are all some of the examples of application server. and database servers. These are all the examples. Most popular are Microsoft SQL, Oracle, and if you see some other like IBM DB2, these are all from databases. And web servers are like Apache HTTP server, Tomcat server. These are all the examples of web servers. So going Nginx, we'll be seeing some Nginx installations in our upcoming DevOps classes. So so these are the some examples just I want to share you guys, and we stop with here, and we'll go further, and we'll discuss on some other more topics. We'll go in depth and try to make you understand, and proceed further. So and like this is one example of CDCA pipeline where Git has a version control system. You call it Git version control system, and for packaging we'll be using Maven or MS build. Unit testing, then here system testing, like it may be a cloud, or it may be a virtual machine or a physical server. So so like if you, as we were discussing, like if you have 100 servers, how we are going to deploy using Terraform. We'll be deploying servers in the cloud using Ansible. Like we'll be deploying some application. So we'll be using some tools here. Prepod is nothing but dev QA staging, and live is nothing but production. All this like this like CDCI is managed by Jenkins. Like using Jenkins, we can push CDCI engine is called Jenkins. We'll be using Jenkins, and we'll doing everything automated. So Jenkins will take care of it will take the code from the Git, and it will, using the Maven, it will package it, and it will be pushing to the testing, and then it will deploy it to the server also. Like you may have a an Windows box, you may have a Linux box, you may have a Ubuntu box. So whether it is a VM or multiple operating system, maybe in the Windows also you will have 2016 box, you have 2018 box, 2022 box, 2022 server, okay, operating system. So when a developer writes a code, he should also make sure that it should be compatible, right? So he will write a code for Windows, he will write a code for Linux, he will write a code for Ubuntu. So this Jenkins, when you configure using Ansible, so like we will write we will configure in such a way that Ansible will take care of pushing it. If it is a 2012 box, it will push that code to the like compatible code to the 2012 operating system box. So it will push a code which is compatible with the Red Hat. It will push that code to the Red Hat server. So it is a Ubuntu, so it will push that Ubuntu compatible code to the Ubuntu server. So that will be taken care by the tools like Ansible, Puppet. So like using the tool based on based on operating system, the tool will take care of pushing the right code, right compatible code to the right operating system. So, and even all this you should have a monitoring, right? So like what is happening, where it is failing, all stuff, anything goes down, everything has to be monitored. So your monitoring tools, we have tons of monitoring tools, and we have free tools like Nagios. So using the Nagios you can do that. So most of the time like using the like this CDCA pipeline, like we can use all free tools, and also we can use the paid tools, and for all these there will be a security. Okay, with security approval you are supposed to use the tools. So DevOps security, sec DevOps you call. So using that we will be using the tools, and yeah, that's all for this video. I hope this is informative, and as always, any queries, reach out to me on vstudentblog@gmail.com. Please do subscribe and like my videos. Thank you. Bye bye.